Salt packing meat, also called dry salting or salt curing, is one of the oldest ways to preserve animal protein. It works by using salt to draw out moisture, inhibit bacterial growth, and create an environment where spoilage organisms can't survive. Here's the detailed step by step process. 1. Choose and prepare the meat cuts. Traditionally, fatty cuts, like pork belly, ham, or beef, work best, though lean cuts can be cured too. The meat must be freshly butchered, free of spoilage, and well trimmed of excess blood or bruised tissue. Optional trimming: remove some surface fat if extremely thick, but keep enough fat for flavor and preservation. 2. Prepare the salt mixture. Base salt. Use coarse non-iodized salt, sea salt, or kosher salt. Fine table salt can make the cure too salty and may clump. Ratio: roughly 1 pound of salt for every 5 pounds of meat. This can vary by tradition. Optional additions: sugar, black pepper, juniper berries, bay leaves, garlic, or curing spices. Sugar helps balance flavor and can feed good bacteria. For modern safety, optional: add curings like Prague powder number 1, sodium nitrite for short cure, or number 2, nitrite plus nitrate for long-aged meats. These prevent botulism and improve color, but historically plain salt alone was used. 3. Salt packing process. 1. Rub the meat. Coat the meat thoroughly with the salt mixture, working it into every surface, fold, and crevice. 2. Layer in a container. Place a layer of salt in the bottom of a wooden barrel, ceramic crock, or food-grade plastic tub. 3. Add meat. Lay the meat on top, then cover it completely with more salt. Continue layering meat and salt until the container is full. The meat must be entirely surrounded by salt. 4. Weigh it down. Place a wooden lid or board with a clean stone or weight on top to press the meat slightly, encouraging brine release. 4. Curing time. Store the container in a cool environment, ideally 35 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 2 to 10 degrees Celsius, like a cellar or cold room. Over the first day or two, salt will draw liquid from the meat, creating a natural brine in the container. Curing time depends on thickness, roughly 1 day per half inch of thickness, or about 7 to 10 days per inch. Thin cuts, like bacon, 1 to 2 weeks. Large cuts, like ham, equal 1 to 3 months. After curing, once cured, the meat can be rinsed and dried. Excess salt is brushed or rinsed off. Meat is then dried in a cool, airy place. Smoked, optional. Smoking adds flavor and extra preservation power. Stored, salt-cured meat can be kept in a cool, dry place for weeks to months. For long-term storage, it's often hung in a ventilated cellar or wrapped in cloth and kept in a dry environment. 6. End product. The meat becomes firm, salty, and preserved. Examples include salt pork, country ham, bresaola, prosciutto, or salted cod. Properly salt-packed meats can last for months without refrigeration, depending on climate and method, and much longer when dried or smoked afterward. Note on safety. Traditional salt packing relied solely on high salt content and cool storage. Today, for extra safety and color preservation, curing salts, nitrites, nitrates, are often added. A second method of preserving meat is often smoking the meat. Smoking meat is both a preservation method and a way to add deep flavor. It combines salt curing, controlled heat, and wood smoke to inhibit bacteria, reduce moisture, and infuse smoky taste. Here's a detailed step-by-step process for smoking meat. 1. Prepare the meat selection. Any meat can be smoked: pork, ribs, shoulder, bacon, ham, beef, brisket, jerky, poultry, and even fish. Trimming. Remove excess fat or silver skin. Some fat is fine, it helps with flavor and moisture. Curing: brining, optional but traditional. Dry cure. Rub meat with salt, sugar, and spices. Leave for hours to days depending on thickness. Wet brine. Soak meat in saltwater solution, often with sugar and spices. Brining helps retain moisture and adds flavor. Curing salts, Prague powder number 1 or number 2, may be added for safety, color, and longer storage. 2. Choose smoking method. Cold smoking, temperature 68 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit, 20 to 30 degrees Celsius. Purpose: preserves and flavors meat without cooking it. Meat must be cured first. Examples: smoked salmon, prosciutto. Hot smoking temperature: 100 to 165 to 75 Fahrenheit, 74 to 135 degrees Celsius. Purpose: cooks and flavors meat at the same time. Examples: brisket, pulled pork, smoked chicken. Barbecue smoking, low and slow. Temperature: 225 to 250 degrees Fahrenheit, 107 to 121 degrees Celsius. Long cooking times to tenderize tough cuts like ribs or brisket. 3. Prepare the smoker fuel. Charcoal, hardwood logs, pellets, or electric smokers can be used. Wood choice for flavor: hickory, strong, bacon-like flavor, great for pork. Mesquite, bold, earthy, best for beef. Apple, cherry, pecan, mild, sweet smoke, great for poultry and fish. Oak, balanced, versatile. Set up, light the fuel, establish steady heat, and let the smoker reach the desired temperature before adding meat. Moisture control. Some smokers use a water pan to stabilize heat and prevent drying. 4. Smoking the meat. 1. Season. Apply a spice rub or marinade to the meat before placing it in the smoker. 2. Load smoker. Place meat on racks, leaving space for airflow. Keep it away from direct flames. Smoke should surround, not scorch the meat. 3. Maintain temperature. Cold smoking, hours to days, depending on desired intensity. Hot smoking, barbecue, often several hours, e.g. 10 to 14 hours for brisket. General rule, low and slow for tenderness. 4. Add wood as needed. Too much smoke can make meat bitter. Aim for thin, blue smoke, not thick white smoke. 5. Monitor. Use a meat thermometer. Safe internal temperatures. Poultry, 165 degrees Fahrenheit, 74 degrees Celsius. Pork, 145 degrees Fahrenheit, Celsius or higher if traditional style. Beef, brisket roasts, usually cooked until tender at 195 to 205 Fahrenheit, 90 to 96 degrees Celsius. 5. Resting and finishing. Once done, remove the meat and let it rest, 10 to 30 minutes, covered loosely with foil. This redistributes juices. For cold smoked meats, the product may be further air-dried, aged, or stored refrigerated. 6. Storage. Hot smoked meats, best eaten fresh, but leftovers can be refrigerated for up to a week or frozen. Cold smoked meats can last weeks to months if cured and kept cool, sometimes longer when vacuum sealed. End result: properly smoked meat is tender, flavorful, and preserved by the combined effects of salt, heat, and aromatic wood smoke. The art of preserving meat dates back to ancient times, reflecting cultural traditions passed through generations. It is not just about sustenance, it's a legacy of culinary creativity. Taste the best cured ham in the land, perfect for any feast or occasion. As techniques evolved, smoked and salt-cured meats have become staples in cuisines worldwide, each region infusing its unique flavors and methods. Preserving food was about keeping family traditions alive as much as keeping the food fresh. Whether for sustenance or celebration, the tradition of meat preservation continues to be cherished around the globe.